Hey there, everyone. How you doing today? We are recording that extra special video I told you about on the Daily Financial News. We are having one of my students come back who actually got to 4 rentals. You've heard me talk about it all the time. 4 rentals can change your life. So let's welcome and congratulate Mike. How you doing, buddy?
How's it going, man?
Oh man. Say first off, shout out to the book behind your right shoulder. I like that.
There
And
it
you're all
is.
you're all spiffy in a tie. That's pretty nice. I like it. You're looking good.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, you got to 4. So congratulations. That's got to feel good, right? You've done the work. You've
Yeah.
gone past proof of concept. You've collected some checks. You're in a couple of markets. Why don't you just give everybody a couple of minutes on how Mike went from 0 to 4 rentals, and we'll celebrate that.
Sure. So I bought a duplex to house hack back in 2018. It was the first property that I ever bought in the Seattle area, which was one of the most expensive markets in the country. Very hard to get started in, but I worked hard, found what I thought was a good deal in a good area, bought the property, and it was me posting the picture of myself holding a key in a Facebook group that you and I were both a member of, and you saw that picture and you're like, I have to have you on my channel to interview you. And at the time, you only had 2,000 subscribers. Now you're blowing up big time, big dog. But at the time, only 2,000 subscribers, and I have followed you ever since then. Wow. So watching your videos daily, subscribing to your course, and reading the book, which I have read through at least 3 times, helped me jump from 2 to now owning 4 in a period of literally exactly 2 years. I did it in 2 years from when I bought the first one to when I bought the 4th one.
That is amazing. And you went from house hacking a deal in Seattle in 2018. I'm going to guess, just knowing what I know about real estate, your net worth has gone up a little bit.
Yes. Yeah. So actually, I just did a video on my channel about how my net worth went from 0 before I bought my first property. I had like $1,000 in the bank to now it's at $312,000, which puts me in the top 1% for my age category. And it's almost all real estate. I have a few retirement accounts, but it's almost all real estate and real estate appreciation.
Again, getting on the property ladder, you've got to do what you have to do to get on the property ladder. And that's why I'm so lucky. You talked about that first one being a house hack. I'm having another guy who does house hacking add some content to the course, because I only can talk about what I can talk about. And the beauty of what this channel, this growth is I'm attracting other quality people and they're adding content. So it's such a great feeling. So I look forward to adding house hacking. Folks, get on the property ladder. How old were you when you bought that first one?
I had just turned 28. I closed it right after my 28th birthday.
Again, 28th birthday, now 30, net worth over $350,000. It'd be hard to do that in the stock market.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think it's even possible unless you're dumping in just copious amounts of your income each month. I mean, I have an IRA that I max out and I'm nowhere near that.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. And then what you did is, once you realized you got the book, you started doing the work. I believe you went to an out-of-state market.
Right. Yeah. So a little bit behind the scenes, Mike's actually helped me with more than just the channel, more than just the book, and more than just the course. So I ended up going to Indiana. My mentor, Mark, who you've also had on your channel, you recommended him look at Indiana. You hooked him up with a turnkey provider. Then he hooked me up with that turnkey provider. And what I started doing was not only allowing someone else to experiment first and just sit back and see if it was all that. And it was. It did. By the time I bought my first one, Mark already had, I think, 9 or 10. Wow. And I was like, okay, if Mark's had this much success with these few problems, I will go ahead and take the risk and do it. But before I bought anything, I did the 2 things that you always tell people to do. Number 1, it's more about the team than it is the market.
Yes.
And then you have to know your market. So I called property managers. I spoke to real estate agents. I talked to the people of the title company. I talked to Mark. I talked to the turnkey provider, and I got all the information. And I didn't do the whole hard money challenge, your hard day challenge, your 75-day hard day challenge, whatever. I can't remember the name.
It's all right.
But I was reading newspaper articles and I was studying the market and figuring out, hey, big companies are coming in. This is a potential for some growth here. And then I think really the biggest thing is you have to be able to define the parameters of what you're looking at when it comes to buying a deal, because that will give you the confidence to do it. So you always say, you should know what a bad, average, good, and great deal is, and you only want to do good and great deals.
Yep. So
for me, a great deal is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,000-square-foot single-family rental priced between $60,000 to $80,000 that is cash flowing between $250 to $300 in profit after all expenses. And if you can't rattle that off, then you're not ready to buy yet.
Exactly.
It's as easy as that.
Step one of the course is to get that laser focused. And it's okay if you're not yet, right? You've got the bug, you've got the interest, you may even know the market. It's still not enough. You've got to go, I want this. And once you do that, all that other stuff just floats away, right? You're like, I'm only looking at 3-bedroom, 2-bath between $60,000 and $80,000. This big, this small. It's empowering. It's efficient, right? You have a busy day job, right? You're all over the place, but you can still set up searches and criteria that says, show me every time something hits this box.
Right.
And it allows you to just process, boom, bang, you're on to the next one, right?
Agreed. 100%.
That's amazing. I'm just so happy for you. So you got to 4. I guess the other thing we have to realize is since you bought in 18, you have had this appreciation. I'm going to guess your interest rate has gone down, or at least the potential to go down. So I'm hoping you've done a refi. Maybe you took cash out, maybe you did a rate and term, but have you done that yet?
Yes, sir. So I decided not to take any cash out of my property. As much as I want to grow quickly, I'm also not averse to slow and steady wins the race. Okay. So my primary residence, the house hack that I have where I live, I just closed a refinance in April. I dropped my interest rate over 1.5%. Wow. I added $150,000 of equity to my bottom line. When I bought the property, it was $450. Things worth $600,000 now. So, and I said, yes, to my lender, I would love to take $500 off my payment and have nearly 30% equity in the property. And I don't need any cash back. I can just keep working and saving to buy more properties. So I did take advantage of that.
Well, that's awesome. But again, I mean, where does that $500 fall? It falls right to the bottom line.
Right. Saving for more properties.
Exactly. That's amazing, man. Well, congratulations. We have 2 more topics to cover. I just wanted to say thank you. Congratulations. Keep doing it. I can't wait for property 5 and 6.
Me too. Thanks, Mike.
You got it.